It's finally warm enough out to start tinkering with the Tbr7, but today we're going to be talking about the mileage and the speedometer. So the first thing you notice when you get this is the speedometer is in miles per hour. So on some Taos and a lot of the cheap scooters, it'll have kilometers and then the miles are on the inside. But with this it says miles per hour, and I checked it with my phone GPS. The speedometer seems to be accurate to miles per hour. Pretty close actually. After my first ride on the Tbr7, I was left wondering how accurate the speedometer is. So we put 28 miles on it on the road, on the first road ride. And now I have this high-end phone mount here, so you can see we have our angle adjustment there. And we're going to put the digital speedometer, GPS, on here, try to match it up with this, take another ride, see if we can get some footage of it. It takes a little while for this one to catch up to the GPS one, but at 40 miles an hour they're right on. So we'll go ahead and go through the gears and see if you can see it. So I've rode my Tbr7 twice on the street so far. We'll do a mileage check. 127 and 33 on the trip. And that's the problem, because I was testing the speedometer and the speedometer seemed to be accurate, but I thought the mileage was high. So yesterday I went on a 10-mile trip each way, and so the trip should be at 20, but it's at 33. So once I started using it on road, I was able to GPS my trips and stuff, and I could figure out that, you know, a 10-mile trip, I'd come back and it would say 33 miles. So it should only say 20 miles, because 10 miles each way. So I started to realize that it was pretty close to the conversion for kilometers, what the odometer was saying. So today we're going to go ahead and do a 7.5 mile trip, and then I'm going to turn around and come back 7.5 miles. So that'll give us a 15-mile trip, and then we'll do the conversion. Let me see if I can show you here. So 15 miles is 24.14. And I'll show you guys that the Tbr7 speedometer counts miles per hour perfectly fine, but the mileage is counting in kilometers. How silly is that? So I'm not sure if it's like that on the Hawks or the other Chinese dual sports, but for my Tbr7, it's counting kilometers. So I just got back from my 7.5 mile trip. So the phone GPS says it was 15.11, that's correct. The Tbr7 says it was 23.9 miles, which is incorrect. Now we can definitely say the Tbr7 is counting the miles in kilometers and the miles per hour in miles per hour. Pretty interesting, but I thought it was worth making a video on that. I don't know if anybody's figured it out yet. So your mileage is going to look a lot higher than it actually is on the bike.